My family has been a master procrastinator for as long as I can remember. And this also attached to me. From homework to studies to my YouTube videos, I never wanted to do a hard task. So in this video, I've gathered the 5 things that help me cure my procrastination, and I guarantee that you will rarely procrastinate again if you follow these 5 tactics. Number 1. Eat the frog. What if you were forced every single day of your life to eat a frog? What would you do? When would you consume the frog? Are you going to push it off like most people would for the entire day, maybe even until tomorrow? Or would you just sit down in the morning and just be through with it? After the frog, you'll have breakfast and your whole day is just gonna be easy because it's not going to be mentally turmoiling you the whole day. You're trying to have a normal conversation with a stranger and the idea of the frog just pops in your head. If you haven't figured out already, the frog is a metaphor. What is the hardest thing in your day that you're most likely to be procrastinating on? So do yourself a favor and eat that frog first thing in the morning. Number 2. Say your lazy procrastinations in your whiny voice. Alright bro, let's say you have a huge essay coming up. You still have like a week to write it, and you could just eat the frog right now, but you kind of don't feel like doing it. So when you imagine this voice in your head, it's like, alright bro, I have this essay, but I don't feel like writing it, so I'll just do something instead and I'll just write it later. Like just your normal voice. But what if you use this whiny Jeffrey voice? Just imagine yourself saying this in a whiny voice like, I have this essay, but I really don't feel like writing it. I can just write it tomorrow. So if you just hear yourself like this, you're not gonna be able to take yourself seriously. I don't feel like going to the gym right now. I guess I'll just go tomorrow. Bro, you're not gonna be able to take yourself seriously with this kind of voice. So this sounds like a weird thing to do. You don't have to say it out loud. You just have to imagine yourself saying it in your head in this voice. Like you can do that. And you're literally not gonna be able to take yourself and what you said seriously. So you're just gonna go and do that thing that you haven't had the motivation for. Like I didn't have to wake up today at 5 AM to start recording this video, but I know that this is one of those big tasks in my day. And so when I imagine myself saying like, I really want to sleep a little longer, what if I just record the video a little later? Bro, shut the fuck up, bro. No, what am I saying? This is what I need to do. Number 3, the 3-2-1 rule. Let's go back to the example with the essay. If eating the frog and saying the procrastination sentence in your whiny voice didn't yet help because the essay is just so bad, then a thing you can try is, you know what you have to do? You just count 3, 2, 1 and you go. And you just stand up and you go. This sounds really basic, but it works. And the science behind it is actually psychological momentum. Because when you think about writing that essay, it's really hard and big, but anyone can count 3 numbers. So when you start counting, that gives you momentum to then go and do the task. This simple tactic has helped me immensely. Like when my bed feels really comfortable in the morning, I'm just laying like this. I already know what I have to do. So I'm like 3, 2, 1, jump out of bed, go take a cold shower, and sit down and record this video. It just gives you momentum in your mind to then go and perform that harder task. It's like a bridge over procrastination. Number 4, purge your surroundings. If you didn't already know, there's a pretty strong bond between our psychology and our physiology. If we exist in a chaotic and disastrous physical environment, then our brain will often be just as chaotic. And this chaotic and distracted mental state very often creates a chaotic and disastrous environment, which further perpetuates your distracted mental state. It's a devil's paradox. But most of the time, it's easier to correct and improve your physical surroundings rather than your mental. So if you're more distracted than ever and find it increasingly difficult to get any work done, then you might want to look around your room. How is your room? How's your desk? Look at your desk right now. And please don't find excuses like, oh, this is how I like to work. Unless it's like, actually it's pretty well done and it's actually like you can see everything. Everything on your desk actually has a purpose. But if it's littered with like crumbles and like random pencils and papers, like shit you don't even use, like shit you haven't touched in like 2 years, then please get rid of it. If you want to get that essay done, isn't it easier to have a literally white clear desk with absolutely nothing on it, just a paper and a pen, literally a paper and a pen, or the laptop? And if you look up from your desk, how is your room? How is your wardrobe? Do you just toss your clothes in the wardrobe and be fine with it? I'll show you my wardrobe right now, bro. I'll show you. As you can see, it's pretty much ordered. If I need something, I know where to find it, and I know it's going to be nicely folded and ready to wear. So this is an important factor that we need to keep in mind if we want to stay focused. Make sure that the space you take up is conducive to productivity. And finally, number 5. purge your digital surroundings. Probably even more important in today's day and age is making sure that your digital surroundings and your digital environment aren't literally begging you to procrastinate every 5 seconds. And this can often be more subtle than it might look or seem on the surface. When you get a random email promoting some 40% sale, or when you get a little Instagram DM notification, or someone on the Discord server types, "Hey, who wants to hop on Minecraft right now? Did you see the new Fortnite trailer?" These things might seem like nothing, you know, like a little 1-second distraction. You can check it really quickly and just get back to your work. But the problem is that quite often the most important work that we have to do requires deep, unbreaking hours of focus. And it is absolutely impossible to reach that deep work state when you're constantly being pulled out of it. Our attention is constantly being grabbed by these notifications and these messages. Or your favorite YouTuber's new video just popped and you're just gonna watch a little bit of it and then you end up being on YouTube for 20 minutes. If you receive a notification from any of my YouTube videos, first of all, thank you, but second of all, just put it on your watch later or something, because I believe in you and I know that watch later isn't a procrastination list that you're absolutely never going to watch. So make sure you don't go down this rabbit trail or you spend like half an hour on an app just because you received one notification. And the worst thing is you had absolutely no plan on doing it. You could have been focused on your work, but now you have this notification. Even if you don't reply to it, it's going to be in your head. You want to reply to it now that you know it exists. So the best thing to do, if you have the balls to do it, is literally disable all of the notifications on your phone from every single app. Maybe leave messages on, or like on Android you can make like exceptions for different contacts. What if there's an emergency, bro? There's no emergency. When was the last time you had an emergency on your phone? Like honestly, when was the last time you had an actual real emergency that required you to get a message right away? Maybe you can go as far as to downloading a mindful app launcher. So what I have is a free version of Minimalist Phone. You can probably download it on any app store, and basically what it does is it makes a list of your apps where you can search an app if you need. You can also add favorite apps, but basically you're not gonna have icons shoved in your face. And you can choose to select apps that when you click open, you have like a 10-second circle that goes around and you need to wait for it to open, and it says like, are you sure you want to open like Instagram? Are you sure you want to open TikTok? But why do we even have TikTok? Or why do we even have these apps, honestly? I just deleted my Instagram a few days ago and I'm still here. I'm still alive, bro. I'm still alive. I deleted my Instagram and I'm still alive. If you have chats on Instagram or anything, download Beeper. I'll leave a link down below. It's an amazing app. It literally syncs all of your messages in one app, and you literally don't have to have the app downloaded. You just have to log in and you can reply from that one app. It's great. So that's pretty much it. I can pretty much guarantee that if you follow these tips in this video, then you will never procrastinate again. At least one of these tips will probably work for you. And if you like this video and want to see more like it, then make sure you at least hit the like button, because when you hit the like button, then more videos like this are going to pop off. Not just from me, but from other good YouTubers. And also, then the algorithm is going to say, wow, this is a good video. And it's going to subtly shove my face into more and more people's recommended page. And you just help more people, which also helps me out. I'm literally not even gonna ask you to subscribe. Just like the video, because that literally benefits everyone.